Hii nayo ni ile enyewe, hii ni mocheche. Hii ni 1,000 ngapi? 600. Wenye wamekuja saa hii, karibuni sana. Tulibebewa kila kitu ilienda.
Hey, yo, what's going on, Chinchogu gang? Welcome back to another pressure video, man. Let's talk about the downfall of the Kenyan counterfeit shoe market. I know recently meona videos za dem flani hapo anaitwa Hiko wa hii style.
Wenye wamekuja saa hii, karibuni sana. Tulibebewa kila kitu ilienda. Every piece of shoe ilienda kwa sababu hizo viatu si za baba yetu, zinaitangwa counterfeit.
And netizens are speculating online that the cause of this raid was due to the opening of the new Nike shop.
Tunajua wenye wako behind kitu ya Shiko ni wale ambao walifungua nini yao lately in East Africa, their first store pale Service Center Westlands.
So today I'm going to take you all along and we'll see if the average Kenyan can really afford these shoes. First, let's talk about where Kenyans actually purchase these shoes from. We have 3 points: the Mtumba or thrift stores, for example Gikomba, Kamukunji, or Bell Imports markets. Shoes can be authentic, however most are fake or replicas. They are imported from abroad. A used shoe by someone from abroad alikuwa amevaa for like, let's say 2 days, alikuwa ameenda nao marathon or use them for a function, and then aamua aseme nimechoka nayo, I don't need them. He might sell them or even give them as charity, but you know, actually wasa akipewa those shoes as charity, they won't give them out for free. They will take advantage and try to sell them. So that's why we have other guys from abroad taking them and selling them to local guys in Kenya, local suppliers, because they know there are guys who will kill to have these shoes here. And what creates this demand? The demand is created because these shoes ziko na hype. For example, when they see the brands like Nike, let's say a young person akiingia pale hivyo online, aone celeb wake influencer amevaa a certain brand, atataka kununua that brand to have a feeling of that lifestyle. The second point is from replica stores. Most of them wanauzanga viatu mpya. A replica is a product that is resembling the original product but is not actually the original product. And most of these replicas, bro, you might have difficult time trying to compare them from the original ones. You might think actually they are the genuine ones. These replica stores ziko mingi pale hivyo tao. Ukitembea hapo Moi Avenue, hapo hivyo Imenti zimejaa. Official brand stores, non-existent, only a few like recent Nike Service Center. Hiyo mliona online at the first Nike store in the country. The official brand stores, hapa hivi hautapata viatu mboi, zote ni origi. Na pale hivyo bro, bei ni mbaya. And that's what we are going to dive into next. The approximate average monthly earnings for Kenya's informal sector. In Kenya, the working class median monthly income ranges from 15,000 Kenyan shillings to 30,000 Kenyan shillings, with overall average wage earnings across the formal sector at approximately 50,000 Kenyan shillings per month. So we are going to use 50,000 Kenyan shillings as the average monthly earning a Kenyan in the formal working sector. And remember, most of the Kenyans actually work in the informal sector. So what does that tell you? Actually, most of the Kenyans earn below that 50,000 monthly, you understand, but let's just use that as a reference value. We know if you earn money in the formal sector, you are subjected to kind of taxing. Assume 10 to 25% of gross income for total formal sector deductions. And rule of thumb deductions, the value that we assumed earlier, if you look up maybe the second row, 25 to 50,000 Kenyan shillings, the 15% to 19% total deduction. If we do an average, 15% and 19%, 17%, right? The person will be remaining with 100% minus 17%. That's 83%. We need to multiply the 50,000 times that 83%. That's what the person will be remaining with. 0.83 times 50,000 Kenyan shillings. What do you get? 41,500 Kenyan shillings. We move to the next part. That's the expenditure. This budget provides a complete monthly financial plan for a single individual living in Nairobi with 41,500 Kenyan shillings in net. To maximize this budget, you will live in a high density, accessible neighborhood like Kasarani, Roysambu, or Uthiru using public transport or matatus to commute. Bro, it makes sense that way. You will go na 41,500 Kenyan shillings. You need after tax. alafu unataka kwenda kukaa places ka Karen. Come on bro, let's be honest. Na bro, huyu ni mse anaishi peke yake, so it will be worse kwa guy mwenye anaishi na familia yake, because now ata provide for more than one person. Some categories the expenditure, we have the first one, housing, 13,000 Kenyan shillings. Kwanza bro, hiyo ni generous. Mse kama una earn hiyo do, I think it will be wise uke kwa keja kama, depending na location of course, uke kwa nyumba ya around 8,000 Kenyan shillings. Hii inaweza kwa one bedroom bro, kwa place kama Utawala, you know, such locations. Transport 5,500 Kenyan shillings. Food, that one. Utilities ni vitu kama seme token za nyumba, airtime, hizo vitu zote. So those zinabaki after we subtract savings and miscellaneous takuwa 6,000 Kenyan shillings. So hizi zimebaki ndio tuna assume unataka ku save into emergency, tuseme something ime happen, ile vitu zenye huko umeplan for, hapo hivyo ndo utatumia. So emergency tunaweza sema something like, emergency inaweza kuwa ndio contingency. Ngoso ni ngumu, ni contingency ama ni maze, acha nitaziandika hapo, mtacompare hizo mbili. So hizi zinaenda kwa savings, tuweke nusu, 3,000 Kenyan shillings. The other ones ndio tunaweza sema ndio wanaweza tumia kwa luxury, zile vitu zenye si essential, they are not primary needs. Unaamua tu kujibamba, unaamua tu ununue like gifts, unanipata, unaweza nunua kapete fulani hapo kachwani, unanielewa, bracelet, chain, vitu kaa hizo. Hapo hiyo baki 3,000. The cost ya hizi viatu, tujue kama this guy anaweza afford hizi viatu or no. 3 popular shoes in Kenya in the past, let's say 2 years. The first one is inao karibu kila msee amewahi buy, the youngins, nanielewa, especially Gen Zs. Nike Air Force Ones, mandege, hizi tunazijua. The original colorways, all white, cocaine white, ama all black. It may divide into 3 categories. We have authentic retail price, we have AAA replicas price, we have single A replica price. The difference between AAA and single A, AAA, they are close to the genuine shoes. Like you cannot even tell the difference unless mwanze kufanya test zingine. Kama niliona they are the Jordan Cactus Jack shoes, like some tests, like niko unachoma ikitoa smell flani bro. Who is going to do all that? Single A replica price, they are low tier, like you can just tell from the stitching is poor. From the eyesight you can just tell these are replica shoes straight away. Nike Air Force Ones, authentic ones, they cost around 20,000 Kenyan shillings. Ukienda pale hivyo Nike store ile niko pale Sarit, hizo ndio price zenye utanunua nayo. AAA 2,500, inaweza fika hadi 3,500 depending with the reseller. Single A 1,500 Kenyan shillings. So wase mniambie, ule mse anabakisha doza kuspend kwa luxury 3,000 Kenyan shillings, ata afford kununua kiatu gani hapa? Ile nyama muacha tu nunue kiatu, ata afford kununua gani? Of course authentic hawezi, otherwise atakuwa na madeni. AAA anaweza, but itamwachia allowance ya 500, of which hiyo 500 inaweza kuwa transport itukaa seme tu. So unaona vitu kaa hizo, ataenda anunue single A replica 1,500, alafu wabakishe nusu hizo pesa. We have the Adidas Samba, hizi zimekuwa popular within the last 2 years. Ukienda kwa Adidas store, of which dhani kai kwa Kenya, sasa hii uta import through online platforms like Farfetch, 13,000 Kenyan shillings. AAA 2,800 Kenyan shillings. Hizi nzenye ukienda kwa zile shop za tao hapo hivyo tuseme Imenti. Single A replica 1,500 Kenyan shillings. Single A hizi zenye utapita tu mtaani unapata wameziweka hapo kando ya barabara. The same bro, the smartest place ya kutupa away pesa itakuwa hapa hivi kwa single A replica, ndio wabaki na pesa zingine. Na hii ni controversial. We have the Dior Air Jordan ones. Bro, hizi viatu litolewanga limited pieces, very high prices, like zilikuwa expensive. The authentic retail price, we have 1.7 million to 3.2 million Kenyan shillings. I think the initial ones launched for something like $2,000, but because they were limited edition and the first ones zote zimenunuliwa na people like shoe collectors, resellers sasa watazichukua. For you to buy them again, you cannot buy at the original price. AAA 3,500 Kenyan shillings. Single A sidhani, single A misjaiona, it can't be authentic, most probably ni AAA replica. So here the question is, seme tukiassume ase wa DCI na anti-counterfeit, they partnered with Nike or reduce the counterfeit shoes to encourage people to buy from the official store pale hivyo Sarit. Is the average Kenyan able to afford that shoe? Of course the answer is no.
And by the way, hizo viatu counterfeit ndo si tunataka, because the original shoe tutatoa pesa ya kununua wapi ya original shoe ya 30,000.
This is the average Kenyan. You know, most of them, hii tumefanya wala watu wana work in the formal sector. There are people who work in the informal sector. And most of them, bro, kama Wochi ana earn something like, ikienda sana ni 20,000 Kenyan shillings. Hiyo ni before tax. Hiyo do sidhani kaa atakuwa tax. Ndio. The only tax mseka huyo atapata ni VAT. Zile goods zenye anabuy. I think inakuanga around 16%. So mseka huwezi afford hadi hizi viatu sasa. Hiyo asahau. For me, I think Nike wana target wase wenye wanataka kununua hizi viatu ni wase wenye wako wealthy, wale wase wenye wana earn on the higher tier Kenyan bracket huko hivyo. Ile yenye utaamua, you can go to the Nike store confidently, you can buy the shoes without sweating. So manze, history ya Shiko hii style, I think ilikuwa instigated. There is no way you can tell me wana target mse mmoja and other people ukizunguka pale Menti openly wanauza their shoes on the sidewalk and then you choose to target this single person. Nah bro, it doesn't make sense. And you guys can tell me, does it make sense vile Kiko hii style alikuwa targeted or ilikuwa some sort of scheme? Let me know kwa comment section.